Streets in Houston, Texas are looking a little more like rivers right now after Beryl roared ashore this morning. The storm hit the coast as a hurricane. It's no longer packing that strong of a punch. But as Janet Shamlian reports from Sugar Land, Texas, officials are asking Texans to play it safe.
Beryl lashed parts of southeast Texas with heavy rain and gusty winds, hours after making landfall as a Category 1 hurricane.
Please, Houstonians, anyone that can hear my voice, shelter in place. Shelter in place. We're in an emergency.
Emergency crews have been busy, making more than a dozen high water rescues, including a man who drove onto floodwaters on Highway 288 in South Houston. Storm surge rose to about 7 feet in areas just west of Galveston Bay.
It seemed like this was a lot worse than some of the other ones that they said were worse.
Residents in Palacios, southwest of Houston, inspected damage to their homes and counted their blessings.
That tree limb right there could have been through the roof of our house instead of our shed. That one could have gone on our house instead of this way.
While I would say the heaviest part of the storm has passed us by, we're still feeling the impacts here. There is no power here. Everyone I know in the Houston metro area is out of power right now.
Utility companies across the state are now working overtime to reach millions of homes and businesses left in the dark.
Beware of live wires that may have come down as a result of some of the debris that we find in the city, but most importantly, stay safe.
Beryl already battered Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula and several Caribbean islands last week. The storm is expected to impact Oklahoma and Arkansas as it continues to head north. Janet Shamlian, CBS News, Sugar Land, Texas.
The storm doesn't have to be ranked as a high-level hurricane to do some serious damage, as we have learned. Next weather meteorologist Mike Augustinak joining us now. Flooding, obviously, alone can really hurt a community.
Yeah, the water is always the worst factor when it comes to hurricanes, be it the heavy rain and the flash flooding that comes with it, or the storm surge, which is the strength of the storm's winds pushing a wall of water on shore from the ocean. And we've had no shortage of either, despite the fact that this storm system came on shore only, quote unquote, as a Category 1. The bright yellow shaded area from the Houston metro area to the Gulf Coast, that's 11 inches or more of rain that has fallen so far. And as we take a look, much of the Houston metro area up toward the northeastern corner of the state has gotten at least a half foot of rain. Category 1 storm, as you can see it coming on shore just to the northeast of Port Lavaca, Texas. Now it's well north of Houston and starting to accelerate, pushing all the rain ahead of it. Here's the official forecast for the Storm Center as we go through the end of the week. It loses its wind characteristics, but it easily could bring some localized flash flooding to parts of the Ohio Valley. Here's the good news. Coming up next in the tropics, nothing. For the next 7 days, no named storms expected to form.